Today I'm your host Mickey, and I'm going to be making two different versions of the tofu, coconut, and cheese recipe. One is going to be pan fried, and the other we're just going to do simple with the microwave. As good kitchen technique dictates, we have our ingredients on the left. That is going to be tofu, coconut oil, cheese, soy sauce, and electrolyte salt. And on the right, we have our utensils as we'll use them, and always having the recipe book around is quite handy. So with that being said, we'll get started. You're going to cut open your box of tofu. Sometimes they have a little bit pre-cubed, but we're going to slice and dice and make it up into little bite-sized pieces. And we're going to take half the tofu and put it in the frying pan first. And we're going to take this right over the stove. Now we're going to start, and we're going to turn this on high right away to start. Keep in mind that I'm not actually adding coconut oil right to the pan right away, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cooking a little of the water out and getting a little bit of a sear on the tofu. If you start out with coconut oil right away or some other kind of oil like olive oil, it's going to take a long time to cook. So the procedure is put just plain dry tofu in the pan, get that cooking a little bit, and then once a lot of the water's cooked out and a little sear happens, that's when we add the coconut oil. And when it comes to timing on this, it's just going to be a few minutes. So while we're waiting on this, we move back over to the island and work on the microwave part of the recipe, so we can work on both at the same time. So we take our diced tofu, put it in the bowl. You always want to make sure your bowls are microwave safe. This is a public service announcement. And take your tofu in your bowl, place it in the microwave, and for about, this is about 8 ounces of tofu, you're going to microwave for about 2 minutes. So we press the 2, and away we go. Now let's walk back over here and see what's going on with our tofu on the frying pan. Starting to look good, getting a little toasty here, searing it up. Now, tofu is one of those great protein sources that really doesn't have too much of a natural flavor on its own. It's more of a very good base. So, adding coconut oil, adding cheese, you're really going to get that flavor in there. If you like other things like fresh herbs, basil, thyme, oregano, those really are absorbed into the tofu and really give it a great boost of flavor. So those are a few of the many options you can do to flavor up your tofu. So. And you can see the tofu starting to brown up here a little bit. I have a feeling that our microwave version will be ready a little bit quicker, but when it comes to tofu in the frying pan, the texture is just going to be a bit better coming from the frying pan. So. And there we have it. The tofu in the microwave is all done. Now we're going to add a little bit of coconut oil here. Depending on how you like it, whether you like just a little bit or swimming, I'm just going to add, I'd say 2 tablespoons, about that much. Then I'm going to add a little cheese. Today I'm using mozzarella, but you can really use whatever kind you like. I recommend extra sharp cheddar. Very, very good. Very, very good with tofu. And then we're going to add just a little bit of our electrolyte salt mix and some soy sauce. Bam! And there you have it. Version 1 coming out first. Coconut oil, tofu and cheese, and soy sauce out of the microwave. Okay, now let's step back over to our pan-fried version. I think we are just about done. Yes. Looking very good. I'm going to turn off the burner. Place our tofu into a bowl. Bring it over here. And just the same as before, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of coconut oil, depending on how much you are feeling. Cheese. One turn of electrolyte salt. And a little drizzle of soy sauce. And there you have it. Both pan-fried and microwave versions, both very fast and easy, just depending on how you like it.